Greetings and salutations, family. It's Dr. Eric D. Harris, PhD, here with you today. Thank you so much for taking the time out to join me. So today we're going to get into listening to the pot on the stove or the kettle. When the kettle whistles, navigating your anger's boiling points. And this is very important. You know, we've all been there in particular situations where we have become angry or tripwired or triggered by specific things extraneous to us. When the pressure builds, the heat tends to rise, and you can feel the steam escaping not only from the instrument of the kettle on the stove, but deep from within yourself. So it's not the kitchen appliance that we're focused on so much today here. It is you and what's emanating or coming from you. You know, when you reach the boiling point of anger, or your rationality begins to kind of fray, dissipate, remove itself from the particular situation, and you seek to erupt. And in that moment, the eruption can, to some degree, feel as though it's the best thing to do, but 9 times out of 10, it's not. So it's a primal feeling that we all humans experience from day to day when we go through a space and we feel that we may implode. But is there another way, an adjacent way to navigate the heat of that explosion in terms of appliance and application and also us? So what do we do in order to learn to recognize these things that can derail us and create the incremental element of steam? One, recognizing the anatomy of the boil. So what does that consist of? What does it actually feel like? What does it look like? How am I physiologically changing? Or is there something that I can recognize in a breathing pattern that may tripwire me exploding and moving to a situation where I become totally irrational? A pounding heart, shallow, rapid breathing, the tensioning of your muscles, a narrowed focus where you lose a sense of clarity and polarity in terms of seeking to objectively solve the issues that are at hand, and a rush and an urge to lash out. More importantly, a complete loss of sensibility as it relates to the current perspective. You know, you might feel as though it's an ultimate injustice, but through observation and a little bit of time and clarity, you can come to a cohesive resolve. So the cost of boiling over, remember, it's not just within the context of that moment. This is something that can affect you afterwards and can create an imprint on your life. Regret, damaged relationships, mental exhaustion. You know, the emotional hangover is so draining and it paralyzes you mentally. And also the social reincrimination, where you begin to lose control and you are beginning to investigate the situation over and over and over, and you seek to mentally penalize yourself. So how do we turn down the heat or the boiling point? What are some strategies that we can use? There are a few things that we can take a look at. One is the stop technique. Step back, take a full deep breath, and examine. Step away from the situation. Find a space where you can remotely sort of guide yourself, and also delay your response. You don't have to respond in haste. Take a little bit of time. And also a physical release, whether it's walking or talking with individuals that can seek to help you and assist you in that process. That will be multi-beneficial. And cooling down, let's take a look at this. What long-term strategies can we invest in? Identify your triggers. See where they are. What sets you off? Is it disrespect? Is it injustice? Journal those things and spot those patterns so you can meet those patterns head on. And multiply, practice a sense of stress management. That's something that you can do each and every day. And you can do that by improving your communication skills, challenging those thoughts that you may have, and prioritizing your powerful, immense self-care. Dr. Eric D. Harris, PhD. Be well.